guys. So now we are going to talk about another hot topic. We're going to talk about Brittney Griner. And she's currently right now in Russia under detention.
So sad.
Yes, it's very sad. And actually her detention was extended. Brittney is an American basketball player. She's a Black female and she's also a lesbian. So her detention, she had like a pre-trial and her detention was extended for another 30 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really sad. So she's a two-time Olympic gold medalist. She's 31 years old. And on Friday, she appeared for a brief hearing. And her lawyer, Alexander, believes that the case may be brought to trial soon because of this new pre-trial hearing that was held. Griner plays for the Phoenix Mercury basketball team. And unfortunately, she faces up to 10 years in prison after a vape cartridge containing cannabis oil was allegedly discovered in her luggage by Russian authorities as she entered the country in February. So she's been in detention since February. In March, her detention was extended to May 19th. The Biden administration has called that the detention is unlawful. And he has said that he is committed to taking the steps necessary to bring her home. Garner's wife, Sherelle Griner, has called for Brittney's release and has asked for the public to respect their privacy as her case and the negotiations for her release continue. Also, the commissioner, Kathy Engelbert, said last month at the WNBA draft that the Olympic gold medalist and the All-Star was safe, but described the situation so complex and advocated for patience. It's a sad story.
It is.
All around. Wow. Okay, we're going to go there a little bit. Okay.
Let's go there.
For me, I don't want to put Brittney at fault or, make the situation seem worse than it is. But unfortunately, Americans are going to Russia. We don't know. Russians don't like Americans.
Exactly.
Why do you allegedly have a vape in your suitcase? You're not in America. Like this, I don't understand why people are bringing, drug paraphernalia, whatever, like when they go on trips. Like, I don't understand. Why are you packing that in your luggage? Whether it's true or not, because we don't
know. Because some people felt that it was planted in a bag.
And that is a possibility. She's a Black woman. Oh. She's a lesbian. And she's American.
Trifecta. Perfect for Russia.
Three strikes. So it's possible it was planted. It's possible that she put it in her bag. We don't really know what happened when they detained her, when she was at the airport. But let's just say she did bring it.
And they kept extending a detention.
Yes. And I saw a picture of her when she came out, her head is down, and there was one where you see her face. And let me tell you, I'm like, what are they doing to her in that detention center?
Oh, wow.
Because she did not look okay in that picture. Like, I understand you could be frustrated because you're detained in another country, but the picture just said other things to me. And that's my perspective. You know what I mean? What are they doing to her? Because it's Russia.
Of course. Maybe that maybe they want her to say something, to say that she did it, or maybe she's the one, she's really, how can I say, the guilty. And know that they have all different kind of ways to make you say things that you don't want to say.
Yes, they do. And Russia's its own country, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're using those type of tactics on Brittney at all. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. We don't know what's happening. But the fact that they keep extending it, I mean, I don't know what their laws are over there. I don't know what the rules are and how severe,
Do they have rules?
Okay, but still, like, it's drugs as far as they're concerned, because it's cannabis, and I don't know how they stand on drugs. But at the same time, you're gonna tell me there's no drugs in Russia? Really? Come on now. Really?
And it's a vape. You know what? The game I think that they're playing is that they're gonna keep extending a detention until like maybe 5 years from now.
Exactly.
That's the game that they're playing. And
for sure. And if they don't do that, unfortunately, this 30-year-old woman could be locked up for 10 years in Russia.
Or something bad can happen to her. She can, between quotes, kill herself.
Yes.
A la Epstein.
Exactly.
But I don't know, but I feel like the American society should be more vocal and should really be louder about their support, because right now I don't really feel that people are demanding that the government like help her to get out of this.
I haven't seen anything. You don't see people outside protesting and they're taking pictures and videos about this. It's like as if, everyone knows that this happened, but listen, I always question. I know I don't always like to always say it's about race, but I just question in my head, if it was a white athlete that this occurred to, I just feel that they would be doing a lot more. There would be a lot more outcry. This would be on the media full blast to bring this person home.
And I 100% agree, because it's like people remember about Brittney when there is like a hearing, when she has to go to court. Exactly. But after that, silence.
Yes.
We see the day that she goes to court, we see like, oh, free Brittney, oh, we are with Brittney. And then the next day, everybody goes back to normal. Exactly. But yes, if it was, and I do believe that if it was a white athlete, we will have here more noise, there will have been more protests, and people will have really gathered in group to really help her, or even through legal actions, or even through political actions. I do believe that. Yeah.
And I mean, it's good that, Biden made a statement and said something about that, but people need to put pressure on the government to do something. She should be released. It's ridiculous. It's a vape. It's cannabis. It's not coke. It's not any hardcore drug. It wasn't actual weed. It was a vape.
Exactly.
So let her go home.
Go home, or I don't know, negotiate something, like maybe she can, if she has to do some jail time, she can go to America and do the jail time that's required. Exactly. But she cannot stay in a country that is hostile to Americans.
No. It's very hostile to Americans.
Especially now with the war, it's even worse.
Of course, it's even worse.
Because you had name calling, you had Biden calling the guy some names. So it's really not a good environment for Brittney. So, and to me, the government cannot just let her deal with that by herself. She can't.
No. And I feel like they should be putting so much pressure on Russia to bring back their American athlete home. Mm-hmm. And it's not being done. We're not seeing nothing about it. We're not hearing about it. And, I really hope that nothing happens. And I hope that, she's released. And I hope people come to their senses and really start protesting what's happening to her.
Yes. A sign of hope, because I know that the other day, 2 days ago, and finally I saw Martin Luther King daughter tweet about it. She's on Twitter, and then she said that they really need to free Brittney, and then that we need to really support her, and then protest, and then ask for a release. So I hope more and more influential people from the Black community can start talking.
And I mean, honestly, you said that, and I just thought, I'm like, okay, normal people will protest. Where are the celebrities and all of that? They're not getting involved. They're keeping quiet. I haven't even heard or seen anything about that. You know, that big top influencers or even celebrities or entertainers or other athletes speaking on it.
They barely speak about it. They barely do.
Oh, so it's too political to touch, basically, is what people are saying. They're not getting involved because it's a political matter and they don't want to lose their own...
No, they're not getting involved because it's a Black matter. Because sometimes, and let's be honest about it, even us Black, we don't support each other the way we should. Should.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's
because
true.
we know look what happened with George Floyd. It was the only time I think the Black community came together really strong as one, and then look what they've achieved with that.
For sure,
the same thing could have been done for Brittney, but it's always, again, we are going there.
Yes,
she's a woman. She's Black.
Yes,
because we've seen what happened with George. And
was a man.
It was a man.
Yes. So we go back to, unfortunately, the sexism difference.
Yep.
Because it happens. When it's a man, there's a lot more outcry, there's a lot more outrage. And when it's a woman, it's not on the same level. It's not spoken about. So we really, as a society, we really need to shift our perspectives. We really need to shift our values on the way that we see women.
But maybe let's put it like this. Maybe women should realize that they are alone in this fight and they need to come together and then form a coalition, because
absolutely, I agree.
It starts home.
For sure. And I do agree with you on women coming together, but we also seem to have a problem to come together because we're so jealous and on a competition with one another that when it comes to the big issues, we don't rally around each other to support each other and to build one another.
That's sad, because at the end of the day, when we are in trouble, we are alone.
Yes, we're really alone. We're really alone. So there needs to be lots of work done.
Yes,
so
yes.
We'll keep you guys posted on what's going to happen with Brittney, if there's any more new news and the outcome of what's going on with her case.
Yes, hopefully we have great news soon.
Yes.